the overall winner in new pro.
All right, it is game time. I'm competing in 2 divisions today, Open and Classic Physique. So I got 2 shots at getting my pro card.
Yeah, we came in with the goal to make weight for both and then hopefully get a pro card and then be able to jump right into the Pro Classic later on tonight. So fingers crossed that we get one of those pro cards. Let's rock and roll.
Hell yeah. I can say hands down, this is the best package I've ever brought to the stage.
Yeah,
Hope you guys are excited.
He is shredded, guys. So you'll see it in these photos. He is in shape, so it's going to be fun.
All right, time to do some posing.
Sorry.
These are pretty small. Very wrong. And when you a little bit more here, in the line spot, just slightly more. Good. All right. Well, feeling pumped, bigger than ever. But next to these guys, not so big. We just wrapped up Open Division. Looking at that as a warm-up, I got to make a couple of adjustments, like pinching my shoulder blades in my back double, being a little bit too tight, not opening up on my side chest, not flexing my hamstring far enough in the back double. So I can make all those adjustments now for Classic. And no surprise, not thick enough to compete with super heavies and Open, but that was never the intention. My goal is to be competitive in Classic.
kill my confidence. You think I give a fuck, that's what they do. You can't kill my confidence. You think I give a fuck, that's what they do. You can't kill my confidence. You think I give a fuck, that's what they tell me. All the fucks I ever gave.
The overall winner and new pro, Larry Welsh.
Wow, I'm just flooded with dopamine at the moment. I really put 100% into this prep. It was brief but effective. Took home the pro card, and the journey it took to get here was absolutely insane. It took over 40 hours for me to reach Ireland. It was a mixture of long layovers, a missed flight, getting stopped at customs, and then not sleeping for the last 5 days out of sheer adrenaline and excitement and fear of maybe even missing the show and all the prep going to waste. Good and missed flight. But I believe before you are able to reap the rewards of your hard work, oftentimes you are tried. You're trialed by the universe to see if you are deserving of it. And I definitely went through some trials to get here. The pro debut was just a bonus. That's why we picked this show, just to see how I stack up against top level guys. And I think it's safe to say the lineup here is stacked. There's multiple Olympians on stage. These guys are thicker, fuller, harder, and it really set the tone for if I want to continue competing in the Pro League and Classic, what I need to improve on, what I need to look like to be able to stand next to these guys in the first call outs. And potentially go to Olympia one day. So I'm really excited to take home this W. As I mentioned earlier, Stan Efferding has been one of my role models coming up as a teenager because he was a pro bodybuilder and a record-breaking powerlifter. And it took over 12 years to achieve that for myself. And today is that fucking day. Broken 3 all-time world records in powerlifting, and now I have my professional card as a classic physique bodybuilder. Now I'm gonna take at least 9 months off to really make some substantial improvements, so the next time I get on stage, wherever that may be, there's a significant change in my physique. I'm not here to rush the process. I'm enjoying the bodybuilding journey I'm now on, and that's what I've been missing in my career as an athlete for years, is progression. And I'm heavier on stage with more lean tissue and better conditioning than I was last time. Everything has improved across the board: size, shape, conditioning, posing, and I look forward to having that same level of improvement for my next show. And if it takes more than what I'm expecting, then it takes more. Again, no rush, genuinely enjoying the journey and getting deeper involved into the bodybuilding community and the camaraderie that we all have here. Whew, now it is time to eat. And now that I've completed my transformation into a classic pro bodybuilder, I'm ready to help you with yours. If you guys want to work with me one-to-one for live FaceTime coaching, you can DM me the word program on Instagram. My team will reach out, and then we can schedule a call one-to-one. Ask me anything and everything, and I will personally be coaching you. This is not a generic $10 a month program where you set it, forget it, you never talk to me, hear from me, and you're reading off a template. This is literally me on the phone live with you. And making a significant transformation when you're working with a coach requires consistent communication, which is what you get. If you're interested, just DM me the word program on Instagram at Larry Wills. Let's work together.
All right, guys, just touched down back home here in LA, sitting here at the One Gen Gym PT office, reflecting how great of a weekend this was. It was over a decade ago I set my sights on becoming the world's strongest IFBB pro bodybuilder. And who was my inspiration at the time is Stan Efferding, because he was an IFBB pro bodybuilder competing at the highest level in bodybuilding, and he was also breaking all-time world records in powerlifting in a couple different weight classes. So I always aspired to be like him. And not even just there, but he also happened to be a great businessman on top of it. So what a well-rounded guy. Ever since I'm a teenager, he's always been like my biggest inspiration. Now, I feel like I'm following in his footsteps, being more complete and well-rounded, not just an amateur, but now an IFBB pro in classic physique, and still having on my resume, having broken 3 all-time world records. So safe to say I'm feeling very happy and content with my achievements now sitting here at 30 years old. And there's one more thing that I'm extremely excited to talk about, which is a product that we've been developing over the last couple of years. It is a condom-sized pre-workout that we're calling PR Blast Pack. It's a legitimate all-in-one pre-workout, right? That you legit just fold in half, bite it, and it squirts in your mouth, and you get like a full couple 100 milligrams of caffeine amongst a bunch of other things that keep you pumped and wired for your workout. And the idea behind this is typically most pre-workouts are like 8 to 12 ounces. A lot of them are carbonated, they sit in your stomach. And if you try and drink it quickly, then you feel bloated and gassy. Not ideal right before you jump into a workout. So throughout my whole career, to avoid that bloated feeling before my workout, I would typically dry scoop my pre-workout. But then there's an argument to be made that if you're dry scooping, it's not getting properly absorbed and mixed into the water, the very little water you put in your mouth to drink it. And it also just tastes atrocious, dry scooping pre-workout powder. Most of it tastes like absolute ass if you're doing it that way. So This, I believe, solves a lot of problems, and it's so compact, like razor thin, like a credit card, where you can have 10 of these in your wallet. And whether you're going to hit a workout or you need to pick me up, maybe when you're stuck in traffic for a couple hours or a long commute, it can really suit any occasion. And we are gonna be dropping these in the next couple of months. I honestly cannot wait for these to hit the market and see what you guys have to say about it. Innovation is so exciting, and we really believe we have something special here. With that said, that wraps an absolutely fantastic weekend. My goals moving forward will be to compete with Sam Sulek, potentially head-to-head next spring in the Classic Physique Pro division, and begin my off season as soon as tomorrow, which means I will be Larry Meals again, bulking hard AF, trying to get these legs just a bit thicker, especially the calves. But from the hips down, it all can use lots of improvement, and just see what I'm capable of when I commit 100% to bodybuilding. This past year has been the worst training year of my life because I was focusing primarily on business and content, trying to secure my future, make sure I'm financially secure. And as a result, fitness and being an athlete took the shelf, and I felt I had no purpose with training, and I was literally losing interest in even just working out. I kept thinking to myself, what am I training for? I'm not competing in bodybuilding. I'm not doing powerlifting, arm wrestling, strongman. I'm not hitting PRs. My body isn't changing. I'm not getting bigger or smaller. Just going to the gym to look the same all year round. I absolutely hated it. It was really turning me off from fitness, which I never thought I would experience, considering I've been lifting since I'm 14 years old. I've never experienced this in my life. So to restore that purpose, that is why I decided to get back into bodybuilding. Having a sense of purpose to train is so powerful because it holds me accountable to the public when I commit to a competition, meaning I'm not gonna skip on my meals, I'm not going to slack in training, I'm gonna be 100% locked in. And that is so powerful, and that alone is worth jumping back on stage. If I happen to become a top pro competitor, that's just the icing on the cake. But the real reward for me is just having a purpose to train. With that said, guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting my journey till now. There's still so much to come from me, and I hope you guys are excited about my journey moving forward in pro classic physique as I am. And I hope you can give me a subscribe and a follow, and we'll see you very soon on the next one. Take care. Your lifestyle is more than just hitting a PR in the squat, bench, or deadlift. It's about being the best version of yourself, always improving.
Come on, somebody out there sitting working harder than you. Somebody go outwork you. Somebody outwork you right now.
You versus you.